Okay, welcome to my second tutorial for Android, and this one's going to be relatively short, and I'm just going to show you how to manage files a little bit easier in Android Studio and how to start new pages. And there was an older way to do it with Eclipse, and I'll show you how to do that with Android, so you can have multiple classes and pages as far as Android goes. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is where I left off on my first tutorial. As you can see, here's my file manager area over here, and so I want to go to Java, and I'm just going to show you my layout folder, which just has my activity main, my XML file, and also my main activity. And this is just kind of a dummy app that just has stuff on it, just so we can see it. But let's say I wanted to click this button and I want a new page to open. In Eclipse, before it would have a bit of a runaround to start a new page. You would have to create a new Java file, and then you would have to create a new XML file, and then you would have to go through and create a little line here in the manifest so it all works. So the cool thing about Android Studio is that you don't have to do any of that, really. You just have to create one of these, and it kind of does it all for you. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on main activity, and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go to new. And you would think Java class, if you're just doing a class by itself, yes. Let's say you need a specific separate file to handle whatever you need to handle, different alerts or whatever you need. That's how you would do that. But if you're going to create a whole nother page on your app, this is what you're going to do. So you want to new, and then you go activity and down to blank activity. And if you watch, when I do that, you'll see activity a new page will pop up here. Let me go ahead and just do that. You'll see everything happen. And I'm going to write, so I think this is a little wordy, main activity to activity. This is too much. So let's just, you can change this one. I would suggest keeping main activity as main activity. We'll go page 2 and finish. So you can see that, let's see, here we go. I'm going to go finish. All right. And boom. Now, so I need to change this over to the same as that one. So you need to make sure that your themes are pretty much the same all the way through when it creates that for you. So now, if you look over here to your left, you see I have the main activity. Now I have the page 2, and this is basically the same thing as main activity, but you're going to open with main activity, and I'll show you how that works. But now you have basically a whole nother page you can do whatever you want with. And you also have activity page 2, which is just the correlating XML file to this Java file here. And so that's how you create a new file or a new page. And you can manually create a XML file right here. You just click on layout, right click, and you can say new. Just make sure it looks like the same icon right there. So the layout resource file, you wouldn't want to go to blank activity. Anyway, so now we have page 2 in Java and page 2 in XML. If we go over here to our manifest, we should see an activity right there. So this already did this as opposed to Eclipse, which you would have to manually enter a lot of this information in. Okay, so we have all that in there. One other thing I want to show you while we're at it is, now that we have, you would want your app to, if you're going to have it say the name of the pages on there, let's fix that. We'll go to our strings, and this is the name of our app. And this is a terrible name for an app. You don't want that to pop up, especially on the screen, example 00. And it was just really the example. So let's say we're going to call it watermelon. I think that's kind of a cool thing. So hello world, we don't really need that. Settings, page 2, we could rename that. So watermelon will be, is what it's going to say on the top of our app, and then page 2 is what it's going to say on the second page. And of course you could change that to, you know, another fruit or whatever. We could change that to a pear. So we're going to do an app about fruits, I guess. All right, so main activity page. I think that covers everything. Again, and I believe you can even just click right here on the folder, right click, and then go to activity, new, and then blank activity. And I believe that will take care of that. I haven't really messed around too much with a lot of these other ones. So a lot of these you can actually just hard code yourself. They're just templates. So I just stick with the main one and then kind of go from there. Okay, I think that'll do it for this example. Short and sweet, just a few minutes just to show you how to create a new page and of either way an XML. But if you want to do, like I said, a new Java page that's going to be an actual page in your app, that's how you do it. And then it's up to you to figure out how to link it to there, which is relatively easy to do. Okay, I think that'll do it. I'm officially done this time. All right, there you go.